into my Sandy Gandhi outfit while you wait. Can you hang on a sec?
You have the audience in the palm of your hand.
It's given me arthritis.
Hello everyone and good evening. And a warm welcome to you all. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the artist familiarly known as Sandy Gandhi of Byron Bay, Australia's most easterly Indian. There was one other, but I shot him. I stand here proudly on behalf of all artists, including con artists, crap artists, and piss artists, who are always well represented at any Byron Bay gathering with free food and booze. So welcome to you all. As a single female comedian who spends much of her time acting the goat, it made sense that I'd be asked to do this opening. And I like to bat for the undergoat, and this is a much maligned goat by some. Luckily, unlike our national cricket team, I'm a better batter than our middle order. Oh, I thought we'd get one of those. You've got to rub it in when they're losing. Before we go into the official part of these proceedings, I'd like to give you some background info on the lone goat, or Watty goat, as she's affectionately known, named after Watty goes, and what a goat she is. For many years, there was a family of feral goats living in the bushy cliffs around the lighthouse, but having established they were endangering the native flora, they had to be removed. But she's the one that got away when the rest of her family were caught and relocated 8 years ago. I wouldn't be making that noise, Simon. Wait till I call you up. The speculative origins of this dreadlock-fractured feral family's plight are not dissimilar to other Byron Bay families who've been driven out of their homes. Simon. All victims of a nanny state, apparently. With a lifespan of 12 years, Watty goat is definitely well into her goatage and visibly arthritic, on her last legs. So we thought, when she seemed to have come to a sudden halt, precariously perched on a jagged rock for quite some time. So earlier this year, a second attempt was made to grab this goat by an RSPCA abseiling SWAT team. It was a costly and dismal failure, but extremely entertaining and viewable on YouTube. The TV footage is highly debatable as to who looked like the silly old goat. Watty goat sure put the R into RSPCA by giving them the right royal runaround. Perhaps her many years of self-imposed solitary confinement might be more responsive to a lone ranger. Better than becoming curry to an Indian. Rumor has it that her captured family were relocated to the Banglo curry night and served up as Rogan goat by Chef Bogan Josh. Now, for various reasons, valid and invalid, like Watty goat herself, some would be relieved to see her goat to her maker. Oh. Sooner rather than later. Others think she should have her own face goat page and trotter account. Simon, this is for you. With our lighthouse resembling a giant spliff, it'd be wrong to call Australia's most easterly joints community art space the White Rabbit Gallery. Besides, that name is taken, I understand. We're more a natural, horny goat weed kind of folk, aren't we? We're inhalers and ingesters, and we don't like the sniffers. The Stone Goat Gallery, perhaps. On that note, and keeping in mind at last count, Watty goat is still out there, let's get on with this naming ceremony before it becomes a memorial service. I'd like to take a moment to introduce Richard's son. Oh, Mayor Simon Richardson. I thought you were Richard's son. And I notice he's sporting the entire feral family, not just the lone goatee. Please, hands for Simon. I'd like to call on, right now, the nanny, I mean the chairman of the Lone Goat Committee. Please put your hands out together for JPS. Thank you. Now, volunteers, is there anyone? Jay's got a whole lot of ironing in the back. Never mind. Anyway. Look, we've come to the important part now. We've come to the important part where we're actually going to officially open this and officially name it. So, without too much ado, I'd like you please to put your hands together for our ex-mayor who left us for Simon. You can make whatever you like with that. We like a bit of dirt and Byron, don't we? The Right Honourable, or should that be the Left Honourable Jan Byron MLC, please. You'll be a silly old goat one day, Jan. And we will honour you. Look, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. I'd like to thank myself for being here. I'm actually worth cheaper than what the PA system is. In fact, we tried to get a microphone from the council, but they said no. I was going to turn the mic off on Simon. But I thought we'd given him enough flack already. It's looking rather red, isn't it? Now that we've got the naming and opening done, I'd like to wrap up with a few more words on behalf of the lone goat that Jan Byram hates. Before we drink and make merry to what's left of her health. She undoubtedly thinks you should go away and leave her alone, Jan. She loves you. Surely her days being numbered, and it being the year of the goat, in the Chinese astrological chart, are reason enough to let leaping goats lie. Especially if they're old and frail. So I say, way to goat, Watty goat! It's evident we can lead this goat to water, but we can't make her sink. So while Ballina's born-again big prawn refries in the outdoor heat, and well after Watty goat's last glorious sunrise, Australia's most easterly goat will endure in this cosy indoor retreat. The Lone Goat Gallery, a befitting legacy to one of Byron Bay's legendary artists, albeit an escape artist. You got to feel for an escape goat, don't you? It's been suggested that when she does go, Watty goat should be stuffed and be installation art in her final resting place. Stuffed goat, I think she might be that already. Way past a meaningful visit to a taxidermist. Besides, they'd have to catch her first. It's just as well she's not required to cut off an ear to prove her artistry. Mind you, Winnie Van Gogh, it's got a lovely ring to it, hasn't it? There should be a documentary about her, Free Winnie, with theme music to Lou Reed's version of Wild Thing. You pull my heartstrings. In fact, we should have our own regional anthem. Byronians, all let us rejoice. We're mostly young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, if you can get a job. Our home is goat by sea. Goats, I'd like you to raise your glasses if you got them, and wish Godspeed, old girl, Godspeed. Now, for those of you who didn't laugh today, and I noticed there's a few, don't worry, curried goat is always better the next day. Good night, thank you, and namaste. Please drink, eat, be merry. This is the first free gig from the council from a long time. Thank you, good night.